Hi, we are Team Gotham. Our main project too is Trip for Ulsan. Sorry. This is our content. And first, we are talking about our design concept. We were thinking about the souvenirs and things that Ulsan visitors can buy for. And we think about the whale first for Ulsan and RSO ships. So we think about making the RC ship for souvenir. And our target user was kiddos. So at first we think about the designing the yachts for the souvenir as a tourist that using the tour boats, but it does not represent Ulsan because it was hard to present our identity. So we think to change. So we just trying to directly show the killer whales design. So next is modeling process. The process is briefly progress to the inner part and outer part from simplify and in detail. So we redesigned the RC boat. So we modeling with this process. And next is our motion study. But can we skip or? Before the presentation was so gorgeous, so we will skip this for the time. And next is 3D printing parts. So we use different machine that you guys use. We use the SLS. It is different from the 3D printing because our model is too big, as you can see. So it costs 4 days to printing with the 3D printing. And for the study, we study about the difference between the SLS and JET's photopolymer. So it is difference in the material costs. Somebody know that ours is cost about 800,000 won. So it's a little bit expensive and takes a lot of time because we have a very big size. So as you can see, the limited size, we have to choose the SLS. And there's advantage and disadvantages. So about this jetted photopolymer, it is more easy to trim than SLS, but there is advantages that it easily broken. But our SLS is not easily broken, but there's a difficult to trim because of the hard surface. So we need a lot of putty is required to make clean surface. So this is the printed parts for our project. This is the final assembly part. Exactly, we wanted to make the her eyes with the transparent material, so we use CNC to make her eyes, and we use the wood plates. It is needed to make eye fast and clear. It did the role for the kind of head for the whale. And next, the brief process. It is kind of manufacturing process. We coated the chemicals to make them stick to each other more easily because the SLS's material is not easy to bond each other. And then bonding the divided parts in together. And we use the putty to make them the surface more smoothly, and we use the hot tool card for paint. And we need to smoothen and keep clean its surface with sandpapers. And there's a very bumpy lines to grind because the bonding parts. So then these smooth surfaces are made. This was the first problem we met. Exactly I'm really horrible when I see this photo because you must not do like this, but we did, so we have to wash out all the putties and restart. And next, we use the hot to card for spreading putty. It's very good idea. And then we colored it, first painting, and after that you have to rub them into sandpaper, as you know. And we conceal the parts where we don't want to color. So then we paint it with black, and when we take off the masking tapes, there's a pattern that we wanted to show. So we finally make this form. And next problem was you must not spray too much primer at one time, but we did, so we have to like us. So this is the components we use. There's many parts. This is our circuit. I don't know how to draw it, so I just briefly draw it with illustrations. When we use the LED, we need to make a 12 volts battery for the controller plate. So we connect the 1.5 volt batteries. So we made a 12 volts, and there were some problems, but we did a good job with the teacher. And this part was a very important and very difficult part for our ship because we must not perceive the water into our boats. So we did 4 types of waterproof. First glue gun, and next is silicone, and covering the plates, and we used the O-ring. At first we painted glue gun in the inside of the part and squeezed silicone on outer part. We can't discard, which can't discard water, and cover the controller plate and put O-ring, which should be opened and closed continuously. And this is assembled and finished products. We was very hard to make because we have to think about the battery because our main battery is rechargeable, so we had to able to put in and put out. So we tightened the screws and green eyes part for making them translucent, and we allocated motor at the rear part for making propeller sink. And we tried to design the boat in balance, left and right. And when tested range of LED control distance which can turn on and off LED is about 5 meters. And then we assemble each part by discharging water. This is final RC ship, which has name as Gotong. And we did a rear test in Kamangmo. When Gotong is put in the lake, half of ship submerged in water, and RC and lead functions are operated properly, and water also does not permit, so waterproof is successfully. So we will show you our video. 올해 마지막 출항을 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 야, 진짜 빠르다. It's a little bit long. It's just 2 hours ago we take this video.
오늘까지 가보겠습니다.
It was very successful. we have another function that we have a LED plate, so she perceives our sound. So, hello, Orca. It's kidding, just remote controller. So this is our final project. Thank you.